Hello dear student, myself Sonali from EduToddler team. The aim of our team is to make you guys a pro learner. So be with us for short lecture and depth knowledge. Today our topic is sorting material into groups from NCERT Science book, chapter number 4. So let's start our lesson. In this chapter we will cover 4 things, that is sorting material. Second one is what is material. Third one is objects around us. Fourth one is properties of materials. Now we will discuss about this one by one. Now let's discuss our first point, that is sorting material. Then from the topic name, can you say me what is sorting? Okay, I am defining you. Sorting is a process of arranging items or objects systematically, means categorize or grouping items with similar properties. Okay, we can understand this from this example. For example, if I tell you categorize objects on the basis of their shape, then you will answer me objects with circular shape can be football and coin, and objects with square shape can be television and table, and objects with triangular shape can be sandwich and cone ice cream. Like this, we can categorize objects on the basis of their length, color, weight, height, etc. Now we are clear about sorting. Then comes to our second point, what is material? It is the matter from which a thing can be made. For example, book which we read, it is made from paper. Here book is an object and paper is the material. Paper is the material of that book. Example 2, chair on which we sit, it is made from wood. Okay, here chair is an object and wood is the material. Wood is the material of the chair. Now we clear about what is material and sorting. But one question arises here. Why should we sort out the material? Because one can find same kind of object easily. From a group, one can find same kind of object easily. That's why we should sort out our material in a proper way. Then come to our third point, that is objects around us. Then what is object? What we see in our surrounding, each is an example of object and all are made of from material. For example, table, chair, door, window, these are called object and these are made up from wood. Did you get it? Now come to our last bit, that is properties of materials. Are you interested to know about this? तो फिर चलो देखते हैं what are those properties of materials. There are 5 properties of materials. First one is appearance, means material दिखने में कैसा है. Second one is hardness, whether the material hard or soft to compress. Third one is solubility, whether the material completely dissolve in water or not. Fourth one is flotation, means whether material floats on water or not. Fifth one is transparency, means through the material we can able to see things or not. Let us discuss these properties one by one. First one is appearance. Materials looks different from each other. Materials looks different basing upon their shape, size, etc. For example, shape of a tree is different from shape of a pencil. Size of a giraffe is different from size of an ant. So all materials are different basing on their uses. All materials cannot shine. We can categorize materials depending upon their sign, whether they are shining or not. Here we can say that we can categorize materials into 2 parts basing upon their appearance, that is lustrous and non-lustrous. Then what is lustrous? Lustrous materials are basically those materials which have a shiny surface, means materials जो चमकती है, जिसका एक shiny surface होता है. For example, metals have such luster on their surface. For example, iron, copper, aluminum and gold are the example of this metal. Then comes to non-lustrous. Non-lustrous materials are basically those materials which do not shine. For example, non-metals are non-lustrous except iodine. आयोडीन एक नॉन मेटल है बट इसका एक शाइनी सरफेस होती है. अदर मटेरियल्स लाइक चेयर, बैटरी, बुक, प्लास्टिक शीट्स, वुड्स, पेपर, बॉक्स एक्सेट्रा, दीज आर नॉन लस्टरस. इसका शाइनी सरफेस नहीं होती है बिकॉज व्हेन वी रब्स ऑन देयर सरफेस बाय ए स्टिक इट डजंट शाइन. सो इसको हम नॉन लस्टरस मटेरियल्स बोलते हैं. फर्स्ट सेकेंड वन इज हार्डनेस. हाउ कैन वी नो अबाउट द हार्डनेस ऑफ मटेरियल? वी ऑल नो दैट बाय प्रेसिंग ए सब्सटेंस we get to know about its hardness, whether it is hard or soft. For example, you know sponge, we can compress it easily, so it is a soft material. Like this, you can think of teddy bear, rubber, cotton, leather, etc. For example 2, you know chair, we cannot compress it easily, so it is a hard material. Like this, you can think of door, iron, glass, etc. Then what we got? Those material which cannot be easily compressed, cut, bent or scratched are called hard material. And those materials which can be easily compressed, cut, bent or scratched are soft materials. Third one is solubility. First, you must know what is solubility. It is the ability to be dissolved, especially in water. Now, we will know the solubility of solid, liquid, gases. Then first come to solid. Let us take some solid like sugar and chalk. If we add these two solids into different glass of water, we can notice its solubility. But how? If any one of these dissolve completely inside the glass or disappear, we can say it is soluble in water. And if it does not dissolve in water or do not disappear, even after we stir for a long time, we can say it is insoluble in water. Here, sugar is soluble in water and chalk is insoluble in water. Then come to liquid. How can we know whether liquid dissolve in water or not, which is also a liquid? If we add lemon juice and kerosene into different glass of water, you can see lemon juice is dissolving in water and kerosene is not dissolving in water because kerosene is an oil. It do not dissolve in water even on shaking. Here we can say lemon juice is soluble in water and kerosene is insoluble in water. Then come to gas. Some gases are soluble in water whereas others are not. Water usually has small quantities of some gases dissolved in it. For example, oxygen gas dissolved in water is very important for the survival of animals and plants that live in water. As per our discussion, substance which dissolved completely in water is called soluble in water, and which does not dissolve completely in water is called insoluble in water. fourth one is flotation. What do you mean by flotation? Floats means to move easily on the surface of water. As per our previous discussion about solubility, we noticed some substances were insoluble in water like chalk, and some of them are floats on the surface of water like kerosene oil, and some of them also sunk at the bottom of the glass of water like chalk. So, most of the insoluble substance either floats or sink at the bottom of the vessel. For example, in rainy season, we place with paper boat that floats on water. It is an example of float. For example 2, if we throw a stone into a pond, it sinks at the bottom of water level. It is an example of sink. Here are some examples of float and sink of material. Our last property is transparency. Then what is transparency? It is a condition of being see-through. It is divided into three types. First one is transparent, opaque and translucent. Let us discuss about this. If I give you a glass to see a pen through this, you can see the pen. Here we can say that glass is a transparent material. If I give you a wooden scale to see that pen, you cannot able to see that pen. Here we can say that wood is a opaque material. If I give you some plastic to see that pen, you cannot see the pen clearly. This material don't let light through them at all. Here we can say that plastics are translucent. Now we can say materials through which you are able to see things clearly. Those are called transparent material. For example, clear glass, clear plastic and pure water. Materials through which you are not able to see things. Those are known as opaque material. For example, plastic, wood, stone. And materials through which you can able to see but not clearly are known as translucent material. For example, rough plastic. Here is the central idea about properties of materials. Here is the summary of chapter 4. Objects around us are made up of a large variety of materials. Some materials are shiny in appearance while others are not. Some materials are hard whereas some others are soft. Some materials are soluble in water whereas some others are insoluble. Some materials are transparent and some are opaque. Thank you for watching. Please like, share and subscribe to our channel for video tutorials on math and science from class 6 to 10th. If you have not gone through our previous lessons, then click here. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon for upcoming videos notifications.